Hello everyone, Sam here from Supernerds UK, your source for all things pop culture, and I am back with another Supernerds ToyBox episode. So I promised this throughout the week. I should have really got it done the other day, but I didn't. So I'm going to get it sorted now. And it is going to be a Micro Machines Supernerds ToyBox, but a Micro Machines with a little bit of twist. Quite similar to the Alien one that I did quite a few episodes back. But before we get into the episode, just want to make an announcement. Supernerds podcast, so that's me and the other guys, are going to be at Birmingham HorrorCon on the 24th and 25th. And, you know, it's going to be amazing. If you can get to that event, please do, because it's going to have the original cast of it. Well, some of them. It's not going to have all of them, but it's got quite a few members of the original cast of it. The big thing I'm looking forward to is it's having a gaming zone in it, and it's a horror gaming zone, so it's going to be like playing the likes of Friday the 13th, you know, the online game, which if you haven't played is really fun, you know, either being a counsellor or Jason, and the two, you know, between each other. It is a really fun game. There is going to be some other horror games on there as well, so definitely, if you're around Birmingham at that time, you know, 24th, 25th, it's a weekend, make sure you get down there. The panels are going to be great, and if you want to come and say hi to us, you can do. But anyway, that out the way, let's get on with this toy box. Now, as I said, it's going to be a Micro Machines one, and it's going to be a Star Trek Micro Machines one. So I've been in a bit of a Trek mood lately, and Supernerd Tim, who does all the editing on our podcast, has borrowed me some of his Micro Machine. So I was going to say Star Wars then. That's the next one. Star Trek Micro Machines, which they look really good. I'll just show you one quickly. And there. If you can see that. They look really good. So let's just get into the toy box and have a good look at what we've got. So guys, the first ship that we're going to be looking at in this Micro Machines haul of Star Trek Micro Machines is the original Enterprise A, the Connie, Constitution class. Now, in the show, you never really got to see any detail to it. It's only in these later models they've started putting like the textures into the saucer section and stuff like that. I've grown to love this ship a lot, because when I was a kid, I didn't really like it. It was just too plain, because I grew up on the next gen where the ship had all the Aztec on it and stuff, so it looked really cool. But yeah, I've really grown to love the Enterprise A, so it is a nice little ship. Next one, we're sticking with the Enterprise on this, and we've got the refit version that they did for the movies. Now, this is my favourite Enterprise of all Enterprises. In the movies, it just looks stunning. It's got like a nice little blue glow to it from the deflector and the nacelles. And yeah, you notice some of these are quite bent a bit. It's just because they're being stored in a bag, and obviously stuff pressing on it and being the plastic that it is, it will bend. But yeah, they are still nice. You will notice with them all that they do have a little hole there, so you can put them on a stand, much like the Alien ones that I covered where the ships had the stands for it. But I'm not going to put them on the stands now. I'll be here forever doing it. There's already a lot of ships to go through. And finally, this is the last Enterprise that we have here, and this is the Enterprise D, and this is from the next gen. And you can see it's bent a bit, but it's meant to all be in proportions. But it's nice. I know a lot of people don't like this Enterprise just because the shape of it. It is like a luxury liner kind of ship, but I've always thought of it as just being a big kind of beast of a starship. But it's lovely. Obviously no saucer section comes apart on this one, but yeah, I mean, there is a lot of detail in this, which is quite nice. It's quite hard to show you on this camera, but it's quite nice. So what are we going to go with next? So we'll go with something very bland. That is a Borg cube, and literally that is it. I think it is just the same pattern that's being replicated on 4 sides. That's obviously the bottom, so it stands, and that's the Borg cube. It's in no relation to how its size should. Then again, I don't know. No, Borg cubes are meant to be way bigger. Yeah, So yeah, we've got the Borg cube. Nothing really interesting with that, I'm afraid to say. Now we've got the Reliant, and this is from probably one of the best Trek films, Wrath of Khan, where Khan takes over the Reliant and attacks the Enterprise. Now I've always thought this ship is really nice. I always liked it with like the shuttle bays at the back on it. You got this roll bar here. I know it has different uses in different Trek thingos. Some of it it's like weapon, some of it's, you know, science probes and stuff, but I think it's a nice little ship. It's very nice. I think I've got the Eagle Moss version of this, which is really nice. I might show them off at some point because I collected a lot of them. What are we going with? We're going with the Excelsior. Now the Excelsior, bloody hell, that is bent there. You can see how bent that is. The Excelsior, I've always loved the design of it. It's just so sleek when you've seen it in the movies. And the Enterprise B was an Excelsior class, which was nice. And you've seen that in Star Trek Generations, where Kirk dies, or does he? You know, spoiler warning, when they're at the Nexus. But yeah, I always liked this ship. The model I've got from Eagle Moss of this ship is not too good because it's got like a slight turn to it, and I don't really like it. But yeah, that's a nice one. Let's go for something non-Federation. We'll go for the Romulans. Now, I cannot for the life of me say the name of this ship. I know it begins with a D, and I always get it wrong. But I do love this when it's on screen, either in Next Gen or what else? And yeah, I think it was only in Next Gen we really seen it. No, sorry, Deep Space Nine. It seems to have like a really big screen presence. I had to just do that there so you can see all the details in the nose of the ship and that, because it is massive compared to other ships. Yeah, so there we go. We'll go for a very early Romulan ship, and this is their Bird of Prey, the early one. So you can see from the original series there's just not much detail into it, so this is actually the right way up for it, and that's the underneath with an eagle on the bottom of it. So I think it's pretty retro and cool looking, but you're talking to a guy that collects retro games and stuff, so I'm definitely going to think it's quite cool. We're going for a biggie here, and this is DS9, Deep Space Nine. Have I got that the right way? I have, yeah, because there's the bottom to it. I've got a really nice model of this, again, Eagle Moss one. I'll have to show you that at some point. This is quite bent, so this, out of all the products that were in this bag, I think this is at the most bent. It's just it's, if DS9 was like twisted and that, see there, yeah, but still quite nice. Now we've got a runabout, and these were introduced in Deep Space Nine, and they're basically like, it's like a bulky shuttle. I really do like the design of that. So we do actually have a shuttle here that I will show off as well. That's the simplistic design. That's a shuttle from Next Gen, and then you got a runabout. I like stuff when it's got more detail, so yeah, I like the DS9 runabouts rather than, I mean, this is a classic design. It's just simplistic, but yeah, I like the runabout. Right, so we're coming to the last few things now, guys. You know, I have been going on a bit here. Now we've got a Cardassian warship here. I think it's a Galore class. I'm not too sure. The names I'm really bad at, but yeah, it's not much to say. You see a lot of these in DS9. I think you see some of it in Next Gen, but DS9 you had the big Cardassian kind of war. Right, now we got here, I don't know why I'm struggling. It's a Klingon warbird, and I love these. I love this design of the Klingon warbird where it's looming over the target and that, with the you know, the wings and the disruptors on the end of the wings. I just love it. It's a very good design. I think this is what's missing from Discovery, but hey. Right, we're on the last three now. So a bit of an odd one is the Ferengi ship. Oh, and I dropped it. Well done. Then the Ferengi ship. It's got more detail in the bottom than it has the top and that. But you don't really even see any of these anymore. I mean, in like Trek canon, it was, you know, seeing it in Next Gen and the way they made the Ferengi look. But they did like a complete reversal on that on DS9, and they were all just big traders rather than this like kind of warrior race. So we're on the last ones now, and we've got an original, I think it's a D7 Klingon battle cruiser, and you see this in the first motion picture movie. I love the look of this. I love the way the torpedoes are meant to come out on the front and stuff, and yeah, I really do like this. But we've also got one of their more advanced Klingon ships, and you see this in a lot of DS9 for the wars they have. Do I know the name of it? No, I don't, but I think it's like a Raptor class or something, but I don't know. It's really nice. And that's everything we've got, guys, all here in this big pile of Star Trekkiness. Thank you for watching this episode of Supernerds ToyBox. I hope you enjoyed it. And I want to know from you guys, did you like Micro Machines when you were a kid? Did you have many? I only had the little cars, so seeing all this new stuff, like the alien stuff that I got given and then the stuff that Tim's passed me to do, is amazing that they did this many different varieties. So I do hope you enjoyed the episode, guys. And remember, Birmingham HorrorCon 24th, 25th. Come and see us. Come and see the panels. Come and enjoy the horrorness of it. I think, you know, that's the word for it. Anyway, guys, I'll catch you later.